for health. You know, health is our wealth. To see you march against an evil conglomerate, you know, we have to get rid of this monster, Monsanto. For third world countries, you know, some of the activists and socialists in the third world countries, they're refusing GMO. You know that. Africa, they're standing up because they want to dump that poison in the third world countries.
Oh Monsanto, oh Monsanto, oh Monsanto, you can't hide. You are lost in GMO land, doing things we can't abide. You are evil, you are greedy, oh Monsanto, how dare you? Profits before people, oh Monsanto, down with you. We must pass strong legislation to end this evil deed. We want labels, simple labels, with 3 letters, GMO, to inform us of the presence of those toxic GMOs.
A lot of people come in the nursery and they say, I want to put a garden in, what kind of irrigation system should I put in? I tell them, don't do it. I said, if you don't have time for a garden, you shouldn't grow a garden. And how do you have time for a garden? You change things, you make time for it. And I think that one of the most important things, along with eating healthy food and knowing what you're eating, is it's stress relief. I am really blessed to be able to live at work and to have all the amenities I have around me, fresh eggs and honey, and make my own olive oil, and it's so nice. I think that everyone can say that when they get out in the garden, they're in a different world. No matter if it's just a postage stamp or it's an 1.5 acres, just to be out there. So don't be putting in an irrigation system, change your lifestyle. And to change your lifestyle, we create our own stress, but I've never heard of anyone being stressed out there pulling weeds or watering or picking some fruits and vegetables. The other important thing about living stress-free is also teaching that. Teaching that to the kids that are growing up. There's a huge movement putting gardens in schools, and it should be everywhere. It's so neat when I get a school, a group of kids come in, and they're in the garden, and I have them try a fava bean. And they said, I don't like beans. I said, just try one. And you see how their eyes light up and it changes. So they need to know about these things.
Occupy and take a stand against injustice in this land. You and me together can win against the corporations. So whatever can we do? Demand that Congress change its ways. Get money out of politics. That would bring us back to you.
So many states are percolating. Now, if we pass a labeling bill, it will give people more opportunity to exercise the power of the tipping point. In fact, we think that companies will remove GMOs before the label becomes required. But even without the legislation, we can get rid of GMOs in the same way we're already starting, with the market pressure, moving the market, choosing to avoid GMOs. And it doesn't have to be an altruistic choice. If you learn that eating GMOs has caused lab animals damage to their testicles, uterus, ovaries, liver, kidneys, smaller brains, potentially precancerous cell growth, smaller babies, fewer babies, 5-fold increase in infant mortality, babies with hair growing in their mouths. If you realize the truth about what GMOs can do, that eating GMOs might transfer the genes into your gut bacteria, which may continue to function. In the case of Bt toxin from corn, it might turn our intestinal flora into living pesticide factories. When we realize what is happening to our friends, to our communities, when GMOs are introduced, and how the irritable bowel skyrocketed, autism and bipolar disorder, and inflammatory bowel and allergies and asthma and all these things increase, and how people removing GMOs often find relief from these same things. We have the information, we have the power, and now we're seeing the numbers. So, in closing, I want to say this. This is an opportunity that has not come before to help protect all living beings and all future generations, to protect ourselves and to protect our loved ones. This started out as a march against Monstanto, and what it really is a march to protect life.
Old Monstanto had a farm. He raised GMOs, and on that farm he spoiled the earth. 'Cause he raised GMOs. Well, they wound up here and they wound up there. Super bugs, super weeds, up and growing naturally. Old Monstanto had a farm. He raised GMOs. Old Monstanto had some cows. They ate GMOs. Well, the pigs did too, and the chicks did too. All the farm animals gobbling up the chemicals. Old Monstanto had a farm. He raised GMOs. Now he sells them in the stores. No one ever knows. Not a label here or a label there. Makes you wanna holler and pull out your hair.
But the fields right now, we're taking all the minerals out of the fields, and the food we are getting in our stores is 1/3 of where it should be. Our bodies are cars or machines that need certain minerals, certain nutrients to keep us going at our peak. And what our bodies need are the nutrients that were originally in this soil. And that's why we have disease, that's why we have the problems, that's why we have obesity. But again, it can be taken back, but we need your help. The world needs our help to turn it around. So all I can say is, Monsanto, your time is up.
One people, one destiny, liberation for this whole planet. None of us are free. None of us are free until all of us are free. What about